I noticed for a long time that when I do this, and people like see my nostrils, they think that I have boogers, but it's really my nose ring flipped up the whole time. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Fiction. So it is the third day of 31 Days of Horror, and today I'm going to talk about the Queen of Damn. The Queen of Dame? The Queen of Damn? I think it's called The Queen of Damn. So let's start. Queen of Damn is a 2002 horror fantasy genre. It's rated R. It's about an hour and 45 minutes. It's directed by Michael Rymer. The cast is Aaliyah. She plays Queen Akasha. Stuart Townsend as Lestat. Marguerite Moreau as Jessie. And Vincent Perez as Maris. Follows this vampire Lestat, who has reinvented himself as a rock star in the music scene. His music awakens the queen of all vampires, Akasha, and they try to stop her. Eventually, Lestat, along with a group of other vampires and a young woman, kind of ban against her. So first off, I just want to say that this movie sucked. I'll say like 46 minutes in, I already knew like the movie was just gonna flop and it just wasn't gonna be good. And the crazy thing is, like, I think I tried to watch this back then when I was younger and I just could never get through the whole movie. And now I know why. Because it's just not good. The movie is just not good. Honestly, like I said, 46 minutes into this and it was just like, this is boring, I'm sober, I don't want to watch it. But I like had to finish for the sake of watching this. The action sequences dragged, like it was so slow. Like the beginning of the film was just like, come on, like what is anything gonna happen? Like what is this movie? Like if it didn't have Aaliyah in it, I honestly think I would have cut it off because that's how boring it was. It dragged and it dragged and it dragged. It honestly dragged into nothing because like what was the storyline? Like honestly, really, what was the storyline? Because was it him being a vampire? Was it him finding out about the queen? And then when he did find out about the queen, it was just like, okay, now what? Like, oh man. And next, the characters and the acting was so bad. Like, it was just bad. The only character that I like was Aaliyah. And like, first off, did y'all see Aaliyah? She looked amazing. Like, that's bae. Like, she looked amazing. That whole aesthetic just fits her so perfectly. And the costume design for her was just so good. So whoever put that whole Queen Damn thing together, they did it. They did the thing. The effects when they were fighting wasn't bad, especially like the end part when Aaliyah had died and she turned all the way black and then she just kind of turned to this gray puffed mist of like dust. That was like the best part, honestly. Although I do feel like the full extent of her power was not shown because, first off, wasn't she like the queen of all the vampires? She was the queen of the mother of the vampires. How did she die so quickly? I mean, what? It just went by so fast at that part. I feel like that part should have been longer and extended. We should have seen more of her power throughout this movie instead of dragging along about like Lestat and the guy and their little bond thing. No one cared about that. We should have focused on the Queen of the Damned. That's what the movie was called. Why was she not focused on? She was not focused on enough for the movie to be titled The Queen of Damned. They should have gave her more shine than what they gave her. Because I was just so confused. I'm just like, how did she die that fast? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? I also did like the graphics of when she was like turning everybody to fire. That was cool. And like I said, also the fighting scene wasn't bad with the visuals. Like when they were flying across the screen, when they were fighting, like those were not bad, especially for that time, the early 2000s. But again, overall, nothing really impressed me about this film as far as storyline goes. Like some things were okay, but like this movie just, it dragged in all the wrong places, it lagged in all the wrong places, and then like it was quick at the end, but like that's the part where it shouldn't have been quick. It should have been like this drag on fight scene. Like what? So overall, would I recommend this film? You want to see Aaliyah in this film, then I'd say go for it because like she looks amazing. Like she looks amazing. But other than that, this film just not, I wouldn't say it's worth your time. I wouldn't even say just, no. It's a no for me. I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. But if you would like to watch it, I think it's definitely, you can like rent it on Amazon or something. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know your thoughts about this film. Be sure to hit that notification bell to get notified for future videos. And be sure to get you a copy of my book, Rain, a psychological thriller about a group of young adults in a psych ward. And they get this counselor who's trying to help them get off the psych ward, but he learns that the kids are being experimented on. And this place is also haunted while trying to have his secret agenda of getting his brother out of this place and finding his brother. He learns that this place actually has some sort of curse and starting to make him go completely insane and crazy, but he's also connected to these kids in a way. So yeah, it gets really deep, really weird, really scary, definitely some death, definitely some haunting, definitely some sci-fi in here, and like I said, it's a psychological thriller, so that's like the main part. If you guys are interested, definitely be sure to go to this website or hit the link in the description box below to get you a copy of this book. So drop your email list below to get attached to my email list, where we can talk about more books, talk about how you can become a self-published writer, and some tips and tricks that I can give you. And I'll see y'all next time.